Welcome back, dear viewers. Under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Long Live Egypt Fund is organizing an aid convoy for the most needy families in all governorates. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli attended the launch of the convoy from the new administrative capital. Addressing a ceremony to launch the convoy, Madbouli said that the fund is helping the country in achieving sustainable development. He also noted that the fund helped many families after years of suffering. Convoy is part of the Long Live Egypt Fund programs and initiatives to support the most needy villages and families. It includes food products, clothes, and 1 million blankets.
And for more on the aid convoy, we are joined over the phone by Ambassador Ayoub Mahmoud Ayoub, former Minister of Commercial. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
So, sir, can you tell us more about the importance of supporting the most needy brackets amid economic reform program and coronavirus cases?
This is a very important initiative by the Prime Minister according to the directives of the President Fattah al-Sisi to help the less privileged segment of the community. When we are sending a convoy for 1 million families, this means at least 5 million people are taking advantage of this convoy.
Yes.
It comes at critical time. Why we say critical time? It's at the beginning of the winter and also at the height of the COVID casualties which we are seeing in the country and all over the world. So it comes at critical time and opportune time. When we are speaking about 5 million persons are making the benefit of this convoy, this means that the government have a wide eye and listening to the needs of the people who now, most of them or so, most of these families have lost almost their income, their regular income, because they are daily workers. So to step in and help them in this way, it is quite important from political, from social, and I say from economic point of view, because you are changing them from consumers to producers in a way or the other. This is one thing. The other thing is that when we see that we have 1 million blankets at this time of the year, at the beginning of the winter, it is a mercy of God, and thanks to the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has ordered that, so that the people feel that the government is listening to their needs and doing its best to support them. It is not only blankets, but also cloth, which is very important, food materials. You have several hundreds of refrigerated trucks are going in this convoy, and at the same time, the medicines for them, household articles, besides the clothes, of course. And this means that the government is having a very sensitive ear to the needs of the people. This is one thing. When another part of this convoy is that 2,000 brides will be supplied with their needs, 1,500 kidney dialysis machine will be supplied to the hospitals, and 1,000 wheelchairs, beside 500 incubators for neonates or children, premature children. This covers a real need felt by 5 million people of the population, that is the less privileged or the most needy segments of the community, which will surely reflect on their response,
yes,
on their ability to help and be supportive to the government's effort in this.
So, Mr. Ayoub, this is not the only initiative to support the most needy brackets. We also have Haya Karima, or Decent Life initiative. How do you see the government's efforts in dealing with the social aspect of development process?
Social aspect is very important. Social aspect is very important as far as our sustainable development project plans are concerned.
Yes.
This big segment, I want to say 5 million persons, are making benefit of this support by the government. So you are boosting their ability to be a productive force, not just for consumption, but rather also for production. This is one thing. Other thing is that when it comes at the winter, it is significant. Another factor which we should keep in eye, some disruptive factors or some disruptive forces are trying to destabilize or spread rumors about the government, what it does and what it does not do. It is doing what is needed at the time of need. This is very important from political point of view to show the masses that the government is there to support and to help the most needy at the time of need, which is winter and the COVID, which you are seeing in Egypt and all over the world.
I'd like to thank you, Mr. Ayoub Mahmoud Ayoub, former Minister Commercial. Thank you, sir, for being with us. And back to our Panorama News and Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri, Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation, Mohammed Abdelati, participate Thursday in a meeting held for Ministers of Foreign Affairs and Irrigation from Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. The meeting held via video conference will continue the tripartite negotiations over means of filling and operation of the Ethiopian dam.
Egyptians abroad start printing and filling ballots in the runoff of the first phase of the parliamentary elections. Foreign Ministry urged Egyptian expatriates to log into the official site of the National Election Authority and to make sure to submit all needed documents in their mails. Experts are to go to the nearest postal office to send their mails to the mission's headquarters, which will continue to receive the ballots until Monday the 23rd of November of this month. Egyptians abroad send their ballots by mail embassies and consulates instead of voting in person as part of precautionary measures to curb the spread of the coronavirus during the voting process.
Egypt has reported 329 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 111,613 people since the outbreak hit the country mid-February. The Health Ministry also reported 14 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 6,495. The ministry added that 133 patients were discharged from hospitals, rising the number of those who have recovered to 101,421 people. Earlier on Wednesday, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli reiterated calls on citizens to adhere to precautionary and preventive measures to confront the spread of the virus and warned of the dangers of its second wave. Speaking during the weekly cabinet meeting via video conference, Madbouli instructed the ministers to take all necessary measures to prevent overcrowding in places of work.
Europe remains the hardest hit region, accounting for 46% of new